Minnesota Vikings general manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah has been Thanosing the hell out of the Vikings roster this offseason, parting ways with some veteran players, Eric Kendricks, JEROME, Ezekiel Thielen, etc. And a lot of it has been seen as having an eye towards clearing cap for 2023. And yes, that is important. But also, what about 2024? That's what really matters. And the cap, even though it is indeed a myth, the Vikings have been continuing kicking the can down the road. But Kwesi, he wants to clear up as much cap space as possible because and the Vikings still have some work to do to get underneath the 2023 salary cap before the beginning of the new league year, 3 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday. But you look at the moves that they made, specifically moving on from Thielen, as well as some moves that they're thinking about doing, is that it has an eye towards 2024, where the Vikings currently are projected to have around $120 million in cap space. These numbers are via over the cap, with an estimated $256 million salary cap in 2024. Also, note that any cap savings remaining in 2023 can roll over to 2024 as well. And the moves that the Vikings have made so far, so Kendricks was out of contract after this season, so that doesn't matter. But Thielen would have had a $21.65 million cap number in 2024, which is gargantuan. Dalvin, who there's a lot of rumors that the Vikings could cut or trade, he's got a $15.6 million 2024 cap number. Harrison could be a cut candidate if not for a pay cut, $19.2 million. Za'Darius, $21.66666 million on the 2024 cap. Now, a lot of this doesn't matter since none of these contracts had guaranteed money in the final year anyway. But what does matter is Kirk Cousins, because he does have a couple void years in his contract at $12.5 million, but his cap number this season is $36 million, and the Vikings certainly would like to free up some more cap space. And one of the ways to do that would be to extend Kirk Cousins, or if Kwesi completely wants to restart things and Kirk Cousins hits free agency, that would be a big way to just take his salary cap number on the chin in 2023 and then move on to 2024, and the Vikings can have all that luscious, beautiful salary cap space. Now, there's a couple reasons why the Vikings would want that cap in 2024. The Justin Jefferson extension, because even if he signs one this year, they can all that would come into play would be the proration of the signing bonus. Now, they can certainly load things up next year if they have all that cap space, and if Cousins isn't back on a premium contract, that makes sense. Same thing with Christian Darrisaw next offseason when he's eligible for an extension. TJ Hawkinson is playing out his fifth-year option. So being able to sock away some of those cap hits in 2024 would make sense. Same thing with Danielle Hunter, where I think the Vikings either have to extend or trade Danielle Hunter if they can stash a lot of those cap hits in 2024 when they have the space, especially if Kirk Cousins is not back. That does make a ton of sense. Also, large free agency moves, being able to have Kwesi make some blue chip free agent prospects as opposed to bringing in some value free agents, that does make sense as well. So, I mean, Kwesi's got a plan. And I respect that Kwesi is going for it. I think that last year he saw that with all the veteran talent in the building, with the Kendricks, with Hendricks, with Kendricks, with Harrison, with JEROME, Ezekiel Thielen, and a lot of other veterans, like, it made sense to go after it. And the Vikings, I mean, they had a very good season. 13 wins in the first year of a new regime, winning the division. That's nothing to sneeze at. But I respect that Kwesi recognizes that some of these veteran contracts, they had to go. And like I said, it's always better to move on from a guy's a year too early versus a year too late. So even though guys like Kendricks and Thielen and Harrison, Za'Darius, Dalvin certainly do have some good football left in them, you don't want to have their last good season, if that makes sense. So Kwesi's making moves and having an eye towards 2024. It makes all the sense in the world. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings are freeing up cap space for 2024 for a myriad of reasons. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.